They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The running back has it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. And the Gamecocks get enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
And this full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Quarterback keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Shapen. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The play-action fake. Looking deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Booth. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. It's a seam wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rushes on him. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Shapen. He's going for a big play downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field, he just did it.
First down for the offense.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going for it all. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Past the 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. You've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. QB draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Back to throw, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's the handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. It's a running room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
To the air. It's Shapen. Trying to find the end zone. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quarterback extends the play. Finds his tight end. He's loose at the 15. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to...
He lets one fly deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And what a missed opportunity for this defense. They got one chance to get back in this game. Force some turnovers, create some big plays. They're down big. Man, did they need that opportunity.
He'll take another shot here. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Handoff to the single back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Quick release by the QB. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. South Carolina, 45. Mississippi State, 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What? What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking for space. It's Booth. He's loose. Knocked down for the tackle. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Steps away. He throws into the middle of the field. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going for the big play. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding a small throw.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Give as they work on that clock. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He throws one to the left. He's got it inside the 30. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The option look. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move, it's Booth. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And
This defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Barry. Under fire. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The offense staying out there. It's been a 50-50 proposition on fourth down. They're 2 for 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Oh, they're after him. Lets it fly deep downfield.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. West Shore home field at Beaver Stadium. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get us going here. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they got a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Dropping back, it's SZN. The pass is off target, yet hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And now the handoff. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And then 1st down, they go right back to him. Finding some room at the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
Grab down the middle. It's Pena. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's 3rd and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's brought down there.
Well, Chris, they come up short the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they've got a couple good handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use.
He will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him right at the 24.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The pocket breaking down. He stays alive. Crosses the 35. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
He finds some space. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Scanning the field. It's SZN. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's got it. That is enough for a first down. He's in the clear. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Tailback takes the handoff again.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To bootleg here. Oh, they've got him on the blitz.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You know, you might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's SZN. Caught on the outside, it's Peoples. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that point. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Now, that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now, 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack, backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense.
The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Moves his way for a 1st down to the 35. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap, it's Singleton. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
They'll ride the back again here. The ball comes out. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Back to throw. It's SZN. Pressure is coming. The pass rush gets home.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Contact as he let the ball go.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught. 2nd down now. Looking for a man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Bringing pressure. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Dropping back. It's Allen. Pass not complete. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Here he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. Productive drive so far as they reach the 40 with another first down.
And here we see the quarterback read the second-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback.
Now, to me, it looked like that receiver maybe tipped his hand on this out route. The corner does a nice job of breaking on the ball. Receiver needs to be sharper on those if you want to have any success against this secondary.
They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They'll run it to the right side. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Close to the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Oh, and another incompletion. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. After that miss, it's still a 4-point lead. The first play of this drive now is set up at the 34. Handoff running right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Second down play coming up. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's SZN. It's a short completion of the tight end. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Needs to be just... short of the mark. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Option look. It's SZN. He gets loose. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. Makes the catch. It's Peoples. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30. And a first down. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And they trap him for a sack. And that play should likely send us now to halftime. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go.
Oh, what a grab! You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Chris, I just wonder how many times can this defense keep making plays to keep this team in this football game. They're just not getting a lot of help from their own offense. A nice job again stepping up on this 3rd down. Interesting call here on 4th down to see if they'll get a chance to make another play to give their own offense good field position.
It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are going to keep this drive rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the ground. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35. The Nittany Lions come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down to 17. And the Nittany Lions are going to cash in this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Singleton.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
They'll try the option play here. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. To the air. It's SZN. The pass rush closing in. He's sacked to be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. And there's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down, looking to throw it. On the move now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll give it to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it in third and long and came up well short. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Dropping back. It's SZN. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
And that pass ball is incomplete. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Comes up with the catch.
Hey, the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance. Group, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well,
this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Allen. Quick throw to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made quickly at the 9, but now it's first and goal. The Nittany Lions come to the line with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop.
Tremendous protection. There's bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's caught from inside the 20. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Back in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Scanning the field. It's SZN. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big third down defensive play. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.